Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is gonna be me looking back at my 2022 favorites. Do I still love these? Are they still favorites? Let's get into it. So I like to do this video every year because I just like looking back, because sometimes you just forget what you loved. Sometimes your opinions change and sometimes you kind of forget that you haven't had a product for that long even. Like, there is a big pile of products here in front of me, and I have to say most of these I still really love, but some of these I kind of forgot that I mentioned these as a favorite. Alright, first thing that I mentioned in my 2022 favorites is a lot of bronzers. Like, last year was the year of bronzers. I don't know if I've tried that many this year and if I found that many favorites this year actually, but I found so many good bronzers and most of these are still my tippy top favorites. It's very, very interesting. I kind of like have adopted them as being a core part of my collection. First up, I have here the Kiko Milano Contour Obsession Contour and Highlight Face Palette in 02. I have used this so much. I love the two tones we have in here. I love the highlighter. It is just such a nice compact palette. It is sturdy packaging. It's really nice to travel with. It just never fails me. It's a beautiful, creamy, skin-like formula. I love this so much. The tones and the formula, I cannot recommend this enough. And it's still a huge fave. I reach for this over and over and over again. Another huge favorite is the Sculpting Touch Creamy Stick Contour by Kiko Milano. This is shade 200 and I tried this in like the middle of 2022. And since then I've just been using it consistently because it is such a good color. It is so easy to use. It's so easy to blend. It is just the most effortless product for me ever and it always looks good. I love this one so much. It just looks so nice and creamy and flattering. It's just a really nice product. Then the bronzer that I'm wearing today is the Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer in Light. This is a beautiful pigmented, creamy, perfecting skin-like type of cream bronzer. I really love the shade of this one. It's perfect for me with my neutrals to cool undertone. I am pretty fair at the moment, but I still feel like this is looking pretty good. I can still quite easily make this work. I really love the formula of this one. I feel like this is the bronzer in my collection that I get the most excited about to use because it just makes my skin look so good. Then next up we have the Kiko Milano Happy B-Day Belezza Baked Bronzer in 02 Sienna. Yes, there's a lot of Kiko Milano here. Really love their bronzers and I still really love this. I do have to say I haven't reached for it that much as last year. I've reached for it a little less because it's kind of like this very glowy baked bronzer that isn't something that I will wear with every look, but it's still really beautiful. It's still great formula. I really like the packaging of this one. It's so nice. Still really like it. One that I still like but I have used it a little less is the Catrice Matte Face and Body Bronzer from the limited edition Tropic Exotic. I was really into this a year ago. I was wearing this so much. And it's a really nice formula and tone. I really like the tone of this one. It's a great bronzer. I've used it a couple of times this past year, but I haven't used it like religiously. Then we have the Kiko Milano Blossoming Beauty bronzer, the Floral bronzer in 02 Bright Sienna. And this I've used a couple of times. I haven't really gone back into this a lot. Like some of the other bronzers, like the first three that I mentioned are just my top three basically in my collection. And this one is a nice bronzer. I still think it's a great one. If you would still see it somewhere, I would recommend it. I just haven't reached for it as much. I believe those were all the bronzers. Let's move on to highlighters. So I mentioned the Ultimate Glow highlighter by Kiko Milano. These are baked gelée highlighters. I have this peachy tone, which is 02. And then I also have this kind of a yellow tone, which is 03. This one. Both of these I still think are really beautiful. It's a stunning formula. It looks amazing on the skin. Still favorites. I've used it a little less. But to be honest, I'm still kind of like getting into a routine. I feel like it's getting better. But my life has just changed a lot this past year. And I wasn't uploading videos for like 2 months. And for some reason, always when something like that happens, I just have to get back into it a little bit. And then the first thing that happens is that I don't really go back to old products a lot and I just really focus on testing the new things to keep this channel going. So I'm still really excited about these products, but due to circumstances. Some of these I haven't really reached for, but it's not the fault of the product. Then I didn't remember, like I forgot that I mentioned this one. This is the Essence Jurassic World highlighter in Extra Crispy. I totally forgot that I liked this so much, and I have worn it the past year, but I forgot that I put it in my favorites, that I liked it that much that I put it in my favorites. I totally forgot. It's been a while now that I've used it, but I do remember that it was a really nice kind of like nude glowy situation. But I totally forgot that I put this in my favorites. Then another one that I put in my favorites is the Pillow Talk Beauty Lightwand Easy Highlighter in... Oh, Pillow Talk. The name is Pillow Talk. So I really still like this. I haven't used it like a bunch, but I used it I believe quite recently, and it's just really such a nice color and so easy to blend and so easy to use, so I still really like it. This is my favorite Beauty Lightwand type of product from Charlotte Tilbury. Then a similar type of product from Kiko Milano is the Festival Glow Golden Star Cushion Highlighter in 02. I have to be honest, I haven't really reached for it, but it isn't because I don't like it. Like the shade of this, there's something so glowy and peachy, nude but peachy about it. It's really easy to use. I really love the look of it. It is just that during the time of year that I would reach for it, I wasn't wearing a lot of makeup. Like I was moving during the summer. I was really focused on getting this house ready to live in, and this is just a color that reminds me of like the sun and summer, so I kind of skipped it this year, but I still think it is a beautiful product. I haven't changed my mind. Then an honorable mention, and the highlighter that I am wearing today, is the Essence Cookies for Santa highlighter. They did a limited edition, like every year, a Christmas limited edition, and this was the highlighter that was in that collection, and I still think it's beautiful. It's creamy, it's glowy, it looks so nice. I think this is a beautiful highlighter. If you could still get it somewhere, I would still highly recommend it. Like then it was an honorable mention, but I would say it's still like one of the prettiest highlighters that Essence has come out with. I really still like it. Alright, I think those were the bronzers and the highlighters. Let's get into the blushes. So I mentioned these LYS cream blushes, and this one was another one where I was kind of like, did I mention that? Okay, so I have the shade Inspire here, which is kind of like a terracotta reddish situation, and then I also have the shade Confident, which is more of a mauve tone. And I have to say that I still think these formulas are really nice. These are really nice cream blushes. The thing is, I was kind of considering decluttering these because I really hate this packaging. I think it's really annoying to store. Yeah, there's something about this packaging that just kind of turns me off of these, and I feel like if they were in a more like traditional square or round packaging, I would be much more excited to reach for these. Like, I still like them. They're still good cream blushes, but yeah, the longer I have these, the more I hate the packaging. Like, I get that they have to do the triangle thing, like it's their brand, but yeah, I don't really love it. Then I also mentioned the Kiko Milano Happy Birthday Belezza Baked Blush in on Mauve Mint. Still really love this. I recently used this one. It's just beautiful. It's glowy. It's not too pigmented. It's really easy to blend to use. It just looks very stunning on the cheeks. It is a baked blush that just has a little bit of sheerness to it. It is glowy, but it's not in this kind of like highlighty way. It's not like it shifts to a highlight. It's just very beautifully glowy. It just makes your skin really good. It just makes your skin look really good. And then we have the Clinique Pearl Pop blushes that I mentioned. I have here Ruby Pop 05 and 03 Coral Pop. I both use these still quite a bit. Like, I think that Ruby Pop has become my favorite. Coral Pop used to be my favorite. Now it's Ruby Pop. I'm wearing this today. I really like the tones of these. I really like the formula. I really like the finish. It is just this beautiful glowy situation. I don't know. It just looks so good. It looks so good. Then what I think is still one of the most exciting cheek products in my collection, and that I will probably cherish forever and ever as long as I can, is the Sweet Affairs Duo Cacao Blush in Ruby Cacao by Kiko Milano. This was from their 2022 Valentine's Day collection. It looks very light, and it is very light. It's not gonna work on anyone, but I just think the combination of these two, kind of like this satiny light pink blush and this kind of like cool toned, glowy cheek topper. It is just gorgeous. It is beautiful. I feel like it suits me so well. The packaging is cute. I just love this combination. It is just a beautiful, beautiful duo for if you have like fair and kind of like cool leaning skin. It is gorgeous. I feel like we're going through this pretty quickly and I feel like I'm missing things or forgetting things. So if I forget anything, I'm really sorry. I think it is time to move on to lip products. So first up we have the Nimya Spill Juice glosses and also the 24/7 365 lip balm that I did repurchase recently, and I have it in a bag somewhere. I'll put it on the screen. That is my favorite lip balm to date. Like, that is a really, really nice, really good lip balm, and it's just so hydrating. It smells really good. It has a strong scent. If you don't like these really strong vanilla like cookie scent, don't buy it, but it's really, really nice. For me, I really like it. And then we have the glosses. These glosses are just really glowy, beautiful. I have all the shades, but I grabbed out two. This is shade Pinky Promise, which is kind of like a pinky nude. And then we have the shimmery bronze called Are You Sitting Down? I just really love these glosses. They smell really nice, like also kind of like a bakery. You have to like it. Like, it has to be your thing. I have to be honest, but I really like these. They are glowy, they are glossy, they are not too thick, not too thin. They work really well on top of other lip products. I have used these quite a bit throughout the year because they were just really easy to throw on. And one that I actually like the most, I recently used in a video. I don't know where I put it now, but they have some really nice shades, and yeah, really excited still about those glosses. I also mentioned the Unearthly Cosmetics or Alien Cosmetics. These are still called Alien Cosmetics matte liquid lipsticks. I don't know if these are still available. I still think these are a really nice formula. I just haven't worn them a bunch. To be honest, I haven't really been wearing a lot of liquid lipsticks. I have been going into the lip oils, the lip glosses, the lip balms. I've been keeping it a little bit more like sheer, but I still really like these. I can still see myself going back to these, but it's really like a time of year vibe. Am I in the mood kind of thing with these. I also mentioned basically all the lip products from Lunar Beauty. I have here the lip gloss and lip oil. The lip oils, I did finish up a lip oil from Lunar Beauty. I don't know which one, but it was one of the 3 original ones. This one is still pretty much full because I was really focusing on that one. So I used one up, like completely. And I'm not a person that will easily use up products. I was really proud of that and really showed that I really, really love these. These Lunar Beauty lip products are just so good. I'm a big fan and I always try to reach for them like pretty consistently. Sometimes I haven't reached for a Lunar Beauty lip oil in a bit and then I will be like, I have to use it again. Like, it's always in the back of my mind. I have to use a gloss or oil or liquid lipstick again. I really, really love the lip products of the brand. Oh, one that I actually wanted to mention with the highlighters. This is the Lunar Beauty LBF6. Am I saying that correctly? I believe I mentioned this one. Yes, it was this one. I really like this one still for liquid highlighters. Liquid highlighters blend out so easily with this one. I really like it. It's a great one. It's not for powder highlighters for me. It's a little bit too long. Like, I need a little bit of like fullness, density. I need something thicker for a powder highlight, but for a cream, I really, really like this. Oh, another blush. I forgot this blush. I feel like this video, I felt like I was pretty prepared for this video, but there's just a lot of products here. Okay, the Velvet Touch Creamy Stick Blush by Kiko Milano in shade 01. I still think this is a really nice blush. It is a nude with a shimmer in it, but it's not like chunky shimmer, it's just a glow. Still think this is a really nice one. This is one that I will reach for occasionally. Not a crazy amount of time. Not like the contour stick. Like, that is just the ultimate contour stick for me. This I will reach for like once every 3 months or something, which I think is not bad. Then we have another lip gloss. I was really into the by Mario, like Makeup by Mario lip glosses last year. This is the one in Rose Nude and this is my favorite from the line. I still think this is a beautiful lip gloss. Just very volumizing and makes your lips look really good, but it's something like, the thing that I love about these is that they're sheer, but they add a lot of volume and then they really easily work on top of other lip products. That's something that I really, really love. It doesn't get goopy, it doesn't get weird. It doesn't get smeary. It just looks very good on top of other lip products. I have been neglecting this one a little bit, but not because I don't like it, just because I have too many lip products, honestly. Then I think this is my #1 lip product in my collection probably. This is the Kiko Milano Sweet Affairs Sweet Kiss Lip Stylo in 01, and this is a cool toned brown shade that is just so flattering, so beautiful. It stays on for such a long time. I just think this is the perfect shade of brown for me, for my skin tone. I just love it so much. I feel like I could even use it more. Like sometimes I'm a little scared to use it because it's my absolute favorite and I don't want to use it up, but actually I should just go for it. Like I tend to be a little too careful with the things that I really love, but this is basically my favorite lip product. As I said, it is just so good. And Kiko Milano does come out with lip stylos like this pretty regularly in their limited edition collections, so I can probably repurchase something similar to this once it runs out. But I just really love the whole combination of the packaging, the shade, and the formula that they did with this one. Then the lip liners that I'm still using all the time, a lot, especially this one. This is the Line Loud lip pencil in Global Citizen. This is kind of like this nudie shade, but it's kind of like this contour-esque shade, and then I have this kind of like deeper berry mauve, which is Goal Getter. I mentioned both of these. I really love these. Like this is my favorite nude lip pencil, probably together with Milk Tea from Lunar Beauty. Like they are very like up there together. I really love this formula. It is just not too slippery, it is not too creamy, but it's also not too dry. It is pigmented, it lasts a long time. These are really nice. Then I also mentioned the Kiki. Then I also mentioned the Kiko Milano Creamy Color Comfort Lip Liner. I kind of forgot about these. This is one where I did not remember that I mentioned these. Not that these aren't good. These are actually really nice lip liners. I really like them. But it's just that these are colors that I don't reach for a lot. Kind of like this light pink. I don't know why. I do wear a lot of pink. This is mauve. I do wear a lot of these shades, but I just kind of forget that these exist. But I recently did like a full makeup collection organization and declutter, and I did put all of my liners in one place. So I feel like I'm gonna be using them more now. Then the last lip product is these 2-in-1 Kiko Milano Sweet Affairs Sweet Kiss Duo Liquid Lip Color. I have 3 of the shades, once again from the Sweet Affairs collection they did last year. These are amazing. These are beautiful. I did wear these a couple of times throughout the year. Once again, I'm a little scared to use these. I should not be, because they are so good, they are so beautiful, and they deserve all my attention. I thought that they came out with something similar in their regular line, or was it their regular line? At least not in a limited edition collection, but those were a little different because the shiny side with those is actually a lip stain. I don't know if you saw my new makeup updates, but that side is actually a lip stain, and it's not supposed to be a gloss on top. These are kind of like a matte base, and you can decide if you want to put the gloss on top. But with the gloss on top, these still stay for a really long time on the lips. They still work really well on the lips. Like they don't move around and get funky. Alright, I feel like my camera is about to die, but we'll fix that when we get to that point. So a few random things. The e.l.f. Flawless Brightening Concealer. I use this every time I do my makeup. Still use this. This is basically the only concealer that I use. Still love it. I am just not a huge concealer person, and that is doing the job. Then the Maybelline Express Brow Fast Scope Mascara. I still think this is a good brow product. I just feel like it's a little messy, but I have used it a little bit more like the past 2 weeks to kind of like get back into it and see if I still like it. And I do, I still like it. It's just a little hard to remove when you make a mistake. And that was the moment my camera died. What was I saying? Okay, it's pretty annoying if you kind of make it a little bit of a mess and you can't really remove it. So I have kind of replaced it with the Color and Fix by Catrice, because it's just a little bit more error friendly, and I am just a little bit of a brow noob, but I still like it. It is more like, it has more hold than the Catrice one. It does have more of a strong hold, but it's just a little bit more messy. Then the Catrice Caviar Gouge limited edition spray. This was the spray that I've been using last year. I feel like I've kind of moved away from any sprays. Like, I'm not really reaching for them anymore. I feel like I don't really need it anymore. I don't really remember. Was I using this? Was I still wearing a mask maybe? I just feel like I haven't really felt the need, the pressure, the urge to use a spray. So I still think this is a great spray. I still really like it. It is just not necessary anymore in my routine. Then I actually mentioned Holo Taco nail polishes. I'm honestly still obsessed with Holo Taco. I have so many Holo Taco nail polishes at this point. I kind of collect them now, and I almost always am wearing a Holo Taco nail polish. If you ask me what I'm wearing on my nails, it's usually Holo Taco. I am wearing Choco Holo right now. It is one of the holographic glitters for holiday. But yeah, still really love the brand, still really love the nail polish. I have gotten even more into them at this point. Then I have two face palettes. First up, the Catrice Falling Colors face palette. I really loved this last year. I have to say I kind of forgot about it. It is still really nice. I still think these highlighters are stunning. I just have to like get back into it a little bit, but it's also a limited edition, and then I don't really feel like I can use it in videos because you can't get it anymore probably. Like, maybe there's a very particular specific website somewhere on the internet if you really look for it where you can still get this, but I feel like this is more of a product that I would use in my own time. But as I said, I haven't been using like all the products in my own time like that. I'm trying to get back into it. So this is kind of one that fell off for me. That just, not fell off, but I just forgot about it. One that I have kept using is the Lunar Beauty Nude Prism Blush Palette. This is just a really nice one. It has some lighter shades in here. It has some nude shades in here. I really like the kind of lavender tone that we have here. I really love this face palette. I do have to say that this year they came out with the Lunar Beauty and Laura Lee face palette with highlighters in there as well. And I've just really loved that one as well. From the moment that came into my life, I kind of switched to that one, but I still really love this. This is still a great one. Alright, I'm gonna mention perfumes before I go on to the eyeshadow palettes. First up, the Kiko Milano Sweet Affairs Melting in Love scent. I'm wearing this today. It is gorgeous, it is beautiful. I still really love it. It's just so gourmand, but very like sophisticated, in a sophisticated way. I really like this one still. And then I mentioned the Daisy Love Marc Jacobs spring perfume. Let me get it out of the box. I have been wearing this one. I kind of forgot that I put this in my favorites because there are just so many Marc Jacobs perfumes that I love. It could have been like another one of the ones that I have, but apparently I chose this one. I still really like it. It's a great perfume. It's very like, it is very light, but it has something a little special about it. Like that kind of like fig that is in here, I really enjoy. It's a good one. It's a nice one. I just don't think that I'm gonna be able to use it for a long time because Marc Jacobs perfumes, they do tend to go bad on me a little faster than some other perfumes that I have had. Like, not terrible, like I can have them in my collection for like 4 years, but then like that's it. That's about it. Then they start smelling funky. Alright, the eyeshadow palettes. First up, the Vintage Glam Remix by Glass Gods. Still really like it. Still think this is a great palette. I feel like I've done a few looks with this one this past year. Still think it's a great palette. Love the color story, love the formulas. Then the new neutrals. This one I have used a little more than the Glam. And I think this is still a great palette. I love the tones in here. Really beautiful shimmers. That's a great palette. Then we have the Catrice Fallen Colors eyeshadow palette. And I do have to say, I still reach for this one occasionally. The shimmers in here are just really stunning. You can get a pretty simple, effortless, but still like glowy look with this one. So I have done a few looks with this. Then the eyeshadow palette that is kind of like my top eyeshadow palette maybe in my collection is the Nude Prism eyeshadow palette by Lunar Beauty. I reach for this one every time I don't know what to do and I'm going somewhere. Like when I'm going to meet people that I don't know, when I'm going to a party, when I just feel like I want something effortless and beautiful and I don't want to wear something really out there with my makeup, but still beautiful. Like nude, but still glowy. Then I picked this one. It's just my go-to. It's really, really nice. It's kind of what the Side by Side Nude by Nabla also does for me. This one also does, but it's a little bit more rosy. Then we have the Dragon Fruit palette by Clinique Cosmetics and Emily Violet Marie. Kind of forgot that I mentioned it, and I have to say I kind of don't use it that much anymore, and the reason for that is that this packaging is falling apart and I'm scared. I'm scared that if I use this too much, it's just gonna like all crumble apart. I did hear, I think, that these were magnetic, so I could try to take this out, but the fact that this packaging is so bad is kind of like deterring me from using this, even though I still think the quality in this is beautiful. I wanted the whole fantasy and it's just not giving me that while it's falling apart. So still love the quality of the shimmers, don't love the quality of the packaging. And then the Hella eyeshadow palette by Honest Eye and Angelica Nyqvist. When I was kind of going through my list and thinking about which eyeshadow palettes I mentioned for my 2022 favorites, I was like, this is my Roman Empire. I think about using this eyeshadow palette so much. I think about this eyeshadow palette probably multiple times a week. Every time I'm like, I should go back to older eyeshadow palettes. I should go back to older products. I think about the Hella palette and I think about how I want to do like kind of like a light green, airy, kind of like spring green look with this again. And I just want to get back into it, but for some reason I don't do it. I should just do a look soon. But I've just been struggling with getting back to older products. I have to be honest with you, it's been hard. There have been so many fun things to review as well that I've had so much fun reviewing new things, and yeah, I should just really get back into like Shop My Stash or something like that. I've mentioned this in my declutter and organization as well, so I might do that. I might do something like that. I have to kind of make it feel more organic in the space of my YouTube channel, I think, to really go for that. Then last eyeshadow palette and last product for this video is the Christmas Eve palette by Honest Eye. I'm wearing this today. This is a stunning color story. I don't know, I haven't used it a bunch. I've kind of like neglected it, but I've still thought about this a lot. And like the Hella palette, like these two are the eyeshadow palettes that I want to use more. But I just feel like they are limited edition. People can't get it anymore. Should I go back to these on my channel? No, not really. So I should be doing makeup just for me. And yeah, today I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna film this video. And this one was actually back for a little bit. Now it's sold out again. But I just wanted to do another look with this. I kept it pretty light and airy. Really went into like the three lighter grays over here. It's still a beautiful palette. I really love the packaging. I actually did not end up purchasing the new Christmas palettes. I was like so sure that I was gonna buy them. Maybe by now you've noticed that I haven't uploaded a video with them. I decided to not go for them because I felt a little unsure. So I did watch some reviews. They were a little bit like all over the place, a little iffy. Some liked the one palette more, some liked the other palette more. Some hated the one palette, some hated them both. So yeah, I decided to not go for this and just appreciate what I have and do another look with it. Alright, that's gonna be everything for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it and don't forget to subscribe, and then I'll see you in my next one. Bye bye!